Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Memphis Hounds and the LA Aftershocks. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Memphis Hounds and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the
Here we
gate.
go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Strickland. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Strickland. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Opposed to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They're going to look to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw inside complete. That's Strickland. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Strickland. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now back out comes the offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Strickland. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Strickland. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9 and 3rd.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shelton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. quick little completion, got the job done for a first down.
12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped, Poppy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Throw left side complete. That's Strickland. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Shelton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
And his throw here's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. He's going to loft left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. We take a look at this defense heading out once again. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers. Yeah, the offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. 45 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about four-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Here we go. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now let's go.
Back to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, 90.
Back to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
Well,
let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They're going to look to throw, and this is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They'll set up to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now the try here for the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Back to throw here. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back there in Philly. Here we go. Set. 3.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll set up the throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Pass interference. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3, 19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense has come up with it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Memphis, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.